Hello, everybody. Welcome back to 100 Days of Magic. Sorry I'm so late today. I realize it's pretty late in the day, but spent the day at Grand Prix Memphis, or Magic Fest Memphis, rather. And these this video is some cards I picked up while I was there. The next 2 or 3 days worth of 100 Days is going to be videos from stuff that I got, just different little random stuff that I figured y'all would want to see. Some I thought was pretty neat. Now I want to talk about Angus here. I go up there Friday night and I get some cards autographed, and I'm milling around, and I see there are a lot of vendors there selling a lot of higher end singles, and some way higher than this. Whatever you wanted, you could find there. And I saw a couple Angus McKenzie's for 125. Now, just in case you don't know who this guy is, he is the most expensive legendary creature in our format ever. So, and we have done that. We as EDH players have done that. That's what we call the commander tax, when the commander players skyrocket a price up. But anyway, we I come back and I was talking to the wife, and she said, "What do you mean you saw Angus's for 125 and you didn't buy it?" I'm telling you, I have the greatest wife in the entire world. I do. Or I may be biased. I understand that. But so she said, I had no idea that she had been like studying this card, that she had been tracking its price, and she was like on a moment's notice ready to snap by this thing. I did not know that. So she told me, tomorrow you're going back and you're going to buy that Angus. Or, I'm sorry, tomorrow you're going back and you're going to get me that Angus. Huh. So, all right, folks, technically, I guess this Angus McKenzie is not mine. However, I have a sneaky suspicion that I have a birthday coming in April. I'm betting we see it again, folks. Anyway, I did pick up some other cards while I was there. I was walking by a fork and saw it, and it was cheaper than I mean, there was anything you could want there, and I picked up a fork because I was out, and yeah, I know there's other copy or other versions, but I just really liked this one. Y'all know me. We got Mangara. Now, I thought she was on my to get list, my legend, and she may be. I don't know. I haven't checked yet. However, uh, this is a really good card. By the way, just a little tidbit: if you tap her and put her ability onto the stack, exiling her and something else, and you blink her, it's a new permanent that comes into play. So, yeah, that's fun, right? Anyway, I, my buddy Danny, I was with for the day today, and I told him, he had pointed out a couple cards to me, and I was like, no, I'm trying not to get foreign cards, because I got to remember what they do. And then I come across this one, and I'm like, I have to get that, because it's not like I don't know what Ashnod's Altar does. It's so busted. Oh, and it's gorgeous. I think years ago, back in the Multiverse gift box, that was a set that came out around the time Legends. It was like it had 5 or 6 packs, something like that, and they were all different languages. The Visions was English. That was actually, you could get those before the Vision set release. And whatever language this is, Chronicles, Japanese Chronicles, Korean Chronicles, whatever Chronicles, I put together a whole set of that. I bought so many of those things. Anyway, well, that's weird. Well, that's cool. I picked up some Gilded Lotuses. I didn't realize I picked up Dominaria, M13, and Mirrodin. All 3 versions. So that's pick those up because, I'm always needing them. I got a Thran Dynamo. And I re-upped on Soul Rings. I think I got 22 Soul. I did manage to pick up 2 of those because I figure I'm pretty safe there. I know what those are. But picked up some Soul Rings because y'all know I've been out and I've been onesie and twosie having to pick which decks get Soul Rings. So now I don't. Well, at least not for the next, 20-something decks. I do believe everything else of the rest here is bulk. I pulled from bulk boxes, be it either 2 for $1 boxes or 3 for $1 boxes. Because y'all know I'm always using board wipes and can't get enough. Well, that's 5 Planar Outburst. Blood Baron is really good. I still don't know exactly what I'm doing with the Black White Angel from way back Tempest. It may be. I don't think I've ever done Orzhov Gold. That seems like a deck that needs to be gold, but it's not her. I don't know. See? Don't know what I'm doing with it yet. Camaraderie. Citywide Bust. I think I was out of Mind Stones. Now, I did get some random foils, because y'all know me, Ruinous Path. That Rona will actually, that's going to go into the deck box, replacing the Commander Rona in the deck that's being built. I'll have to swap out the Slinvoda with the Slinvoda I've got up there, because, foil. Same way with Zahid. Now, I thought New Perspectives was something in like other formats, and I try to keep up as much as I can, but I don't have the mental space to. But I guess Amonkhet's out of standard now, so I guess that's 6 mana enchantment's probably a little much for the older formats. I don't know. I like it. It's shiny as all get out, and it's glaring out the frame. Now, I had never seen a foil Harvest Season, so I had to get it, because y'all know I love that card. It's so good. A trio of Stoneforge Masterworks. I mean, it's a good tribal enchantment. You know what? Tribal Crabs ain't got one of those yet. I want a legendary 3-color crab so bad. I've got the dang 3-color dragon as the commander right now, just because I don't have another one. Y'all will see that deck. Mirror Entity I thought was pretty good for a bulk bin. 3 for $1 on a Battlefield Forge. I couldn't pass that up. Oblation used to be the premier white removal spell, and now it's been eclipsed a couple times, but it's still good to get rid of that indestructible things. In a pinch, it's some card draw. I got Black Blade Reforged. A couple of irrigated farmlands. Now these, I've been picking up these everywhere I go, the entire cycle, just simply because it's a what I call a real duel. Yes, it does automatic. It enters play tapped, and there's nothing we can do about that. But it has the land types, and that's what's important. And hey, it's got cycling to boot, just in case. Marshall's Anthem, of course, Spear of Heliod. I got a couple of Everflowing Chalices. Now, let's talk about Oath of Teferi for a second. This is Brian Canada's 66-cent spec, because there's 2 of them there. Now, popular rumor has it that War of the Spark is going to be a Planeswalker Matters set. It is going to do with Planeswalkers what Dominaria did to Legends. One of the rumors suggests that it's going to be that the Planeswalkers will be in Mythic, Rare, and Uncommon slots. I don't know about all that. I mean, I guess they could. But I guess Planeswalkers don't always have to have 3 abilities. You could totally do 2. Could you do a 1? I don't know. But the this is why the interest in like Chain Veil has gone up a little bit, which Chain Veil kind of scares me a little bit because Chain Veil has been out for a while, several years. Is it? Could they just drop it in that set? I don't know. It's still for an artifact. The Chain Veil is like an active member of the story, so like that and the Black Blade both. We're pretty sure by the 2 videos that we saw, the 2 little trailers, that's a whole lot of walkers in them stained glass windows. And it sure enough looks, both videos lead us to believe Gideon's going down. Which, folks, where's a Johnny at? Remember many sets ago, he's like, I'm going to leave, go get help. If he don't come back with Ugin, I'm going to have an issue. Anyway, I got 3 Elf Moms because they are always good. I love these cards, and I'll be using them in Elf decks probably till the end of time. I did get a pair of Shannas. I'll have to replace the commander in that deck with it because, you know, it's foil and it's promo and all that stuff. Forgotten Ancient. A Blinkmoth Urn I found in bulk. Big Daddy. Oh, God. CCO, Ron and Brando, you guys. I watch a podcast, Commander Cookout Podcast, and it's Ron and Brando. They're Canadian. I try to keep a family-friendly atmosphere. You know, I try to watch the language that I use, you know, because I know my grandson randomly will pop on and watch the show just to hear my voice. But so they're not, you know, as it's not a priority with them to keep it family friendly. And they have a name for this guy that's super fitting. Anyway, Mirage Mirror. This is not bulk. I don't understand why that was in there. I love it. I think y'all know I hate the word staple, but it just does anything in any deck, unless you're running, you know. I hate all the artifact deck. We probably want to think about running this card. Oh, I picked up a Soul Warden after I got my cards autographed. I should have took this out there and got it signed too. We got Hearthstone because I don't think Memnarch's got one. I picked up 3 of these. Here again, not sure this is... To me, it's not bulk. I realize to the big shops and they're trying to liquidate cards, and I get that, and that's why I look through bulk binds. But so many good things for Hearthstone. Sylvan Basilisk, because to be honest with you, I hadn't seen the Portal 2 version. This may be the only version. I don't Sylvan Basilisk. I think this was reprinted in something else. It sure seems like it is. Anyway, I thought maybe I'd do a Basilisk deck at some point in time. Maybe I already have. I don't know. Green Death Touch? I don't know. Picked up a Narwhal, not because I'm crazy about Narwhal, because it's on the reserve list and it was in a 33-cent box. So I was like, you know what? Okay. Maybe somebody does something stupid one day and I get to benefit off of it. Who knows? I got a Cranial Plating, a pair of Arcane Denials. I was legit straight out of Arcane Denials. Because, you know, if you're playing blue and something else, Arcane Denials are, you know, it's a good counterspell. If you're playing straight blue, it's still good, but you've got, you know, blue doesn't hurt you as bad in the casting cost as opposed to one specific blue. It's very splashable. Man, I found an OG spellbook in there. I was super hyped about that. Now, I hear about this card. This is the first one I've ever actually owned. I didn't pull any of them. Hear about it on the EDH Recast. They talk about it. And you know what? It's good. Mono white, mono red, colors that don't get to draw that many cards. This is not bad. 10 or more permanences. I mean, we're going to have 10 lands in our format. But it's I really like it. I may have to look into seeing how much this is and seeing if I can't get a couple of, you know, 100. Got a pair of Felwar Stones. I was out. And 2 Zatalpas. Rampaging Baloth. Sentinel Tower. I picked up a Shapeshifter because I'm going to put a Pickles Lock in one of these decks. I haven't done it yet, so I'm going to do it. And, of course, this is half the combo. Crux of Fate. Everybody's favorite mana dump in Ant Queen. 50-cent box, Stirring Wildwood. Ultimate Masters. Now, I don't know what this says. Yeah, we all knew this was not an exciting card choice for that. But did they just open so much of that stuff? They had a abundance of these, so they threw them in the 50-cent box. I mean, I don't know. But I snap grabbed it up. Tidespout Tyrant used to be expensive before the Battle Bond reprint. It still may be worth more than 50 cents, but, you know, hey, I like it. Got about like 3 pull from tomorrows, because that's a good card draw spell that we use quite a bit. I just realized she's Shattering an Giant Hourglass. How many times do we play these cards and we just don't look at the art, or we don't look as close? Like, I knew that art was pulled from Tomorrow, but I never really looked at it. And as to, she is just blasting the top of that. And that's, I try so hard not to do that, and I love the artist stuff. I think tomorrow's video is the autograph cards. I thanked every single one of them. I not just thank them for signing my cards. I thank them for being there. I thank them for their contribution to the game. I mean, because these guys, those 3, well, all Magic artists contribute to, I mean, if we didn't have it, Magic would not be where it's at, because we wouldn't have art. We would have text cards, and it never would have took off. A lot of the appeal is in the art. It's, yeah, and it makes me feel bad that I never really closely looked at this art on a card that I play. Anyway. Got a pair of Traxos, because I think this is going to be really, really good. Now, I don't know how evergreen Historic is going to be. I don't think it is, or it's not yet. If we ever go back to Dominaria, yeah, they'll probably have... Historic will probably be the overarching theme for Dominaria. We'll go back, I'm sure. But I don't think we'll have another Traxos Scourge of Krug. We might have another Traxos, but I think this is a safe bet in picking it up from a 50-cent box, because I don't think this is going to get reprinted in a while. And it's just super good, especially in heavy, heavy artifact builds. You know. Have I done Tribal Constructs yet? I know I've been talking about Tribal Constructs for a decade. I don't know if I've ever done it yet. Is my Traxos deck Tribal Constructs? I'll have to check that out to see. I found a Hell's Caretaker in the dang bulk box. That was really neat. So I was like, well, I'm always needing those. And the very last card, the Sower of Temptation. Because I even asked about this one. I was like, hey, man, this is in the 50-cent box. He goes, yeah. I said, well, it's not anymore. There's a day and time this card sold upwards of $10. I mean, and that wasn't long ago before the Battle Bond thing, because we did that, you know. We as Commander players, we do things to affect pricing, maybe more so than any other format, especially, I call it, and several of I call it the Commander tax. Because when you see that Thrumming Stone has skyrocketed like it has, well, you can't play it in Standard. They ain't playing it in Modern, Legacy, Vintage. So that's us, folks. We did that. Supply and demand. And then we have a really, really big demand. Well, that's what I've got for today. I appreciate y'all watching. I know it's probably boring, just some random junk I picked up. and 22 Soul Rings. And an Angus McKenzie. Oh. Maybe. Hopefully. I can see it. I can touch it. Anyway. I appreciate y'all watching, but we will see y'all tomorrow.